So Will Arnett has played Batman in the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, and now in Lego Movie 2. So if he does one more, he will have done the most Batman because he's currently tied with Christian Bale and Ben Affleck. So just one more movie, Will Arnett, one more movie as Batman, and you are the supreme Batman. And I am totally okay with that. Hi, I'm Andre, and I'm a black nerd, and yes, I know it's been a while since I've been uploading to YouTube. I know this is the part where I'm supposed to do that sad, like, YouTuber clickbait thing of like, I'm sorry guys, I know that I was gone and I missed you, but I just needed to take a break from YouTube, you know, to focus on myself. But I actually did need to take a break from YouTube to focus on myself. Lego Movie 2. I liked it. It was just as cute and charming and fun as the original movie. You know, all the characters are back. Emmett's back with his naive, fun self, always optimistic. Wild Style is back, still kicking butt. You got Benny still wanting his spaceships. Of course, you got Batman. You even got a couple of new characters. Tiffany Haddish is this Lego Duplo hybrid that you can just change into anything with her pals, Pokey, Prickle, and Goo. No, that's Gumby. Sorry, my voice has a little crackly. I almost lost my voice a few days ago, but I'm coming back just for you. Animation is still as charming as it was. All the different ways they try to display things moving around or going to different worlds or naming certain things certain ways. All that cuteness is still there. I will say it's not as surprising as the original. When the first Lego movie came out, we had no idea what that was gonna be like. And also the idea of making a movie about a set of toys could have just been a cash grab, a marketing tie-in, just a way to promote the toys, end up being a sweet and endearing movie. This one is also sweet and endearing, but because we already know how the Lego movies work, having gone through 3 of these now, there's just not as much surprise this time. I mean, it's still entertaining, just not a bit of like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, but it was still fun and cute and sweet and charming and just, gosh darn, the time that it took from the first one to the second one definitely plays into effect with the movie as well as the movie's plot. Because, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think that this movie was supposed to come out shortly after the original, like maybe a couple of years after. But of course, we got the Lego Batman movie, we got Lego Ninjago. Lord and Miller, who directed the first one and produced this one, went off and produced a whole Spider-Verse, so I understand that some time had to pass. Kind of tell in the plot just a little bit that some of the plot is reference to if this movie would have come out a couple of years after the first one, and then some of the plot is in reference to the fact that it came out 5 years after the first one. I think it's 5, right? Something like that, longer than 2. I'm just saying that clearly that time passing meaning that probably some adjustments were made based on the ages of the characters and also based on the availability of Will Ferrell for some reason. The only reason why I bring that up is because sometimes the movie will feel a little scattered, like there's a couple of different plots going on and they won't necessarily cohesively work together until the very, very end. It seems like that plays a factor. Also playing into the factor is that the world has changed in the last few years. So while the Lego movie was all like, everything is awesome, the Lego movie 2 is like, well, not everything is awesome, but but we're trying. And I think that was a really cool message to put out there. The idea that even if things are not always at their best, how do you handle them? Do you still try to be optimistic about it? Do you try to be realistic about it? Maybe even a little bit cynical? Or is there maybe a nice balance between the two? With its charm, with its wit, with its meta humor. It's very, very funny. And it has music that is catchy, including a song that is literally a catchy song. That's literally called Catchy Song. There's even some musical numbers that the characters do that I was like, oh wow, Tiffany Haddish, look at you, go on, girl. Like, it was really nice to hear these cool songs in this movie and just all the different kind of humor that they do with this movie and the way that they play with words. I love that so much about the first Lego movie, and I love that they keep playing on that in this movie as well. Of course, being a Lego movie, you gotta get those pop culture references in there, so they had a bunch of those. They also make references to other Lego toy lines, so you get a little bit of Duplo in there, you get a little bit of Lego Friends in there. They even make a reference to something that your parents have probably done with Lego pieces. You know what I'm getting at? Ouchie, ouchie. Since Lego makes so many different sets based on movies and TV shows and whatnots, you see all of that in here as well. Everyone is here, except for Marvel and Star Wars. And it's kind of weird because the first movie did have Star Wars, Lego Star Wars characters in it, but the Lego Star Wars, they kind of snuck in right before Disney signed that paper to buy Lucasfilm, so they just made it under the radar. But this time, Disney was like, nah, you got them once. Good job, but not again. I know that there's a whole business thing behind why you have to do stuff like this, but I feel like the Lego movies should be common ground, like sacred land, like a truce area. Okay, you don't want to have the Marvel and DC cinematic universes mixing together, but I feel like Lego pieces should be allowed to do that. Okay, let's pull a Roger Rabbit in this thing. How could we not have Iron Man and Spider-Man next to Batman and Superman in a Lego form in this movie? Lego makes Marvel toys. They should be in the movie if it's the Lego movie. I said it. And the movie even makes note about it. They call you out. They throw some shade and stay through the credits because there's a really cool end credit song. That's that Lonely Island. You guys, you nail it. Just listen to it. It's very funny. So there's another element of this movie, which is the character of Rex Dangervest. I definitely want to talk about him a little bit more and an idea or a thought that I had in regards to his character. But I thought that it might be a little too spoilery. So let me know if that's something you would like to have as a bonus extra video that can get a little bit more into the spoilers and talk specifically about that character. I'll make a poll or something so you can let me know if that's something you're interested in. Okay, here's something insane. I'm gonna give this movie a rating. This is the first time ever I'm doing this. I have created my own rating system, but I didn't want to do thumbs up, thumbs down, done. Fresh and Rotten Tomatoes, done. Rental, matinee, full price. No awesome-tacular, no grading systems. I created my own system. Care Bears. My rating system are Care Bears. Grumpy Bear being the lowest, Love-A-Lot Bear being the highest, and other Care Bears in between. And the Lego Movie 2 gets the Care Bear rating of Tenderheart Bear. It was almost a Love-A-Lot. It just doesn't have that same wow factor as the first movie, but it is still a very loving, very endearing, and very competent sequel. This one feels like a great companion piece to the first one. I'm glad I saw it. I want to see it again. I really enjoyed it. It put me in the feels. It made me feel good about life and that the future could possibly be brighter. So therefore, Tenderheart Bear for you. Thank you so much, Lego Movie 2. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for being so supportive. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you can check out my future videos. And also remember that I stream live on Twitch. I might be on there right now. Twitch.tv/BlackNerdComedy. Go check and make sure. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. You don't know. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000.